Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Sioux Falls West has it another time. Bergeson now is in onside. Shot, they score! Beckett Haldy wins it in double overtime.
And a hat trick goal.
It's time for the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, and the Fieldhouse.
Out to the blue line. Carter Vilhauer gets free. That shot, they score! We're tied at 4! Vilhauer ties it up with 7:45 to go.
And by Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenix, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First United Methodist Church, and River Bottom Sanitation.
So here now a chance for Sioux Falls West back in the offensive zone. That shot, here's Campbell. They score! Jeff Campbell makes it 3-2.
And by Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Tech, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank.
The Rushmore Thunder, 22-0 in the regular season. They survived last night, down 1-0 through 2 periods. They won it 4-1, and they celebrate an undefeated season and a 7-0 dominant performance and win the state championship over the Sioux Falls West Flyers.
And now to the booth for the call with John Winkler.
And as we welcome you to day 2 of the 2026 Boys Varsity State Tournaments, we open up with the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers in Game 1 of the day as the Capitals take on the Flyers in the Consolation Semifinal, as both teams did fall yesterday. The Capitals had a 3-0 lead in that second period against the Yankton Bucks, and Yankton scored 6 straight to end up getting the win over the Capitals. And then it was a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls East over Aberdeen, and then the Cougars scored 4 straight to win 4-2 over Sioux Falls East. And the 7 seed got the upset over the 2 seed. So this is not an easy game for the Oahe Capitals, but it's going to be a test of wills between these two teams. Can the Capitals overcome that 3-0 lead where they didn't get the win? And can Sioux Falls East, where as a number 2 seed, you're feeling like you're going to be the home team to go all the way to the state championship game and get a chance to possibly take on the Rushmore Thunder. Now all of a sudden you're just trying to get to Saturday and wanting to play for your season to still be alive for one more day. But the Capitals and Flyers, one of these two teams will be eliminated before the end of at the end of this game. Going into day number 3, they won't make it to day number 3 as the Caps and Flyers battle here for the first game of 4 today, as you see the bracket up on the Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube, as it will be Sioux Falls West and Watertown coming up after this one at 2:30, followed by Yankton and Aberdeen in the first semifinal game at 5 o'clock. That's the 3 versus 7 matchup, and then it is the top seed Rushmore Thunder and the Brookings Rangers 1 versus 5. We had 2 upsets yesterday. Brookings beat Sioux Falls West in overtime 3-2, and Rushmore got an 8-2 win over Watertown to advance to the state semifinal, which will come up at 7:30 here tonight. Capitals, with those 3 goals, they had goals scored by Dylan Dotson, as well as also Ian Schweitzer and Brecken Furman to get that 3-0 lead. Jace Hand stopped 27 of 33 shots in that first game. However, it'll be Noah Luking that will get the start for the Capitals in this one. Again, trying to get to Saturday and play the Consolation Championship. Sioux Falls East Flyers got goals from Hayden Hansen and Ryan Fenton. Again, they led 2-0. Hansen and Fenton both had 2 points. Beckett Rothrock got an assist on the Hansen goal. Lincoln Turner stopped 19 of 22 shots. It was an empty net goal for that 4th goal of the game. Both teams on the power play, they had a lot of power play opportunities. Sioux Falls East went 0 for 4. The Capitals went 1 for 6. The PK was 2 for 4 for the Capitals, killing off 2 of those 4 penalties, and 2 for 3 for Sioux Falls East. Lincoln Turner stopped 19 of 22, but Austin Cargan will get the start for the Sioux Falls East Flyers. So both teams using their they're backups from yesterday. I wouldn't say that they're backup goalies in total, but they are using the guys that did not start yesterday. So both goalies will be fresh in their first game here at the state tournament. And for both these guys making their state tournament debuts in total, for Noah Luking has not played the state tournament. Austin Cargan has not played in the state tournament game. So both these guys are playing in their first ever state tournament game coming up here this afternoon as we are starting to close in on game time between the Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers. Our first of 4 games today as we will get through day number 2. Our final day will be set once we get through here in this later tonight and looking forward. We had a great day yesterday. Again, the team that scored first went 0-4. They did not win. If you scored first, you did not win at all yesterday. It was completely all 4 teams that scored first did not win. And so now here today, can the Capitals score first and get a win? Can Sioux Falls East score first and get a win? Can it be the reversal and all 4 teams that score first get a win? But we'll see as we get closer to game time between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers. Should be a good one. Should be another good day. We're excited to bring you another day of the state tournaments here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Jim Lloyd will join me coming up in just a little bit as we get set for this matchup. And to kind of go back to yesterday, we talked about both teams. Dylan Dotson leads the Capitals now with those 20 goals in total, 19 during the regular season, as one here. Logan Brown and Brecken Furman each had double-digit goals, so just 3 guys that had double digits. But you looked at all 3 of those lines that the Capitals had. They had at least 7 goals from those 3 lines, that 4 lines that played quite a bit. Ian Schweitzer now with 9 goals overall. He had Aiden Beam with 11 assists. Logan Anderson led the team in assists with 18 during the regular season. He did have an assist yesterday on that goal that was scored by Ian Schweitzer to open up the scoring in yesterday's game. And then you look at the defensive side, and again, we saw a lot of Cooper Beestrom playing a lot of defense. He follows the path of his brother, who became, I wouldn't say that Corbin and Cooper both were guys that you didn't expect to be, as good as what they are, but they have certainly exceeded all expectations of maybe where you thought that they have been. Both those brothers were. Corbin obviously, graduated. Really, really good defensive hockey player, and Cooper's followed right along. He is a very, very good defensive hockey player, and he was on the ice a lot yesterday for the Capitals, and expecting to probably be on the ice quite a bit again today for this Capitals team on the defensive side. Sioux Falls East on the other end. Hayden Hansen, who got a goal. Ryan Fenton, who got a goal. Fenton led the team with 23 goals during the regular season. Owen Sesher at 22. Hayden Hansen with 20. That line does most of the damage on the scoring side. Becker Rothrock got an assist in the losses. He got the assist on the Hansen goal. And again, that the scoring came from that line of Sesher, Hansen, and Fenton. Everybody else, Ty Solon and Ben Vermeer each had 10 goals. So it's not like they didn't score on any other line, but those 3 combined for 65 goals, and they were able to score the 2 goals in that first round matchup against the Aberdeen Cougars. As we get set, again, we've got all 4 games here again today. We've got all 11 here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as we get set for this contest between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers. When we come back, we've got starting lineups, and we've got the national anthem, and we are ready to go from here at the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls. As you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
At Muth Electric, we don't just power projects, we empower people. We invest in training, mentorship, and career development opportunities at every level. Because strong careers build strong communities. Your future is bright with Muth Electric. Muth Electric now hiring.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
As we welcome you back, it is getting set for puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get set for our first game of 4 today. And it should be a good one between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers as we'll pull the bracket back up. An upset yesterday, we talked a little bit about it, Jim, but how do both teams respond? Again, the Capitals had a 3-0 lead, and I'm not saying that the Capitals didn't expect to win that game. Every team that walks in here expects to win a hockey game. But the Capitals, I think, it's a little bit different of a scenario with Sioux Falls East being the number 2 seed. They're probably going in saying, hey, we've got every opportunity to be the state championship because we're the highest seed of the lower bracket. Now they got to try and just get ready to go to play for Saturday. The process of trying to get through yesterday to today is probably a little bit different for both teams. How does Sioux Falls East maybe respond in this game?
Well, I think it's easier for Sioux Falls East to respond because of the fact they're a 2 seed, and they say, hey, we had a bad game, right? And so it's easier for them. I think the confidence remains with the Sioux Falls East team. Now the Oahe Capitals, I think it's different. We lost a team that we should have won and that we know we could have won. And how do they respond? I think it's more difficult for the Oahe Capitals to respond than it is Sioux Falls East.
And I would maybe be on the other side of that. I think it's going to be harder for Sioux Falls East to respond because they feel like they should have been the state championship.
Yep.
And not that the Capitals didn't, but they felt like they should be.
Yep.
And now you got to turn around and say, we're not playing for a state championship today. We're just trying to play for a Consolation championship. Feel like that's a little bit harder for guys to maybe get back up for after that upset loss yesterday.
Well, this might be the first time you and I have ever disagreed.
I think we agree on a lot of things, but I think
that's why they're going to play the game in front of us today.
Exactly, and not that the Capitals can't win this game, not that Sioux Falls East can't win this game, but I like you said, you believe it's a little bit harder for the Capitals to turn around. And I will say I would agree with that on the aspect of, well, you instead of playing the 7 seed, which you probably thought you were going to, and a team that you beat earlier, you're playing a team that run-timed you twice now.
Yeah.
So this is very, this game is a lot different for the Oahe Capitals compared to what they maybe thought they were going to be.
Yep.
So, it is going to be difficult for both these teams to turn around.
And the Capitals are going to have to play a really good game. They're going to have to play one of their best games of the year. They just are, to beat this Sioux Falls team. I think Sioux Falls is going to be ready to play. I just think they will be.
And we'll see how both these teams come out here in this game. Noah Luking is the starting goalie. He's at the net right now. We'll just tell you, I got to make sure I get the right one. I don't know if I put the right one. Yeah, it is the right one. Noah Luking is the starting goalie for the Oahe Capitals. 5 wins, 3.30 goals against average, .855 save percentage, and 1 shutout. On the other side, it is going to be Austin Cargan that will get the start, as he has got 9 wins, 1.76 goals against average, 907 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. I mentioned that they were the backups yesterday, but these aren't 2 backup goalies. These are both teams feel like they had 1A and 1B goalies.
Right.
So it was one guy had to start yesterday. Now the other guy gets to start today.
Yeah, these are goalies that have played. It's not like they're just coming off the bench.
We'll send it down to Randy Preston for the introduction of our starting lineups.
Visiting Oahe Capitals. And the home team on the scoreboard and second seed, Sioux Falls Flyers East. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the Oahe Capitals. Starting at right wing, number 60, Aiden Beam. At left wing, number 36, Aiden Bauer. At center, number 11, Dylan Dodson. On defense, number 10, Brecken Sherman. On defense, number 56, Bridger Babcock. And in goal, 00, Jace Hand. Head coach for the Capitals is Landon Badger, assisted by Bryce Mitzel and Elliott Leaf. And now the starting lineup for Sioux Falls Flyers East. At right wing, number 4, Ryan Fenton. At left wing, number 82, Owen Saxer. Center, number 3, Hayden Hansen. On defense, number 5, Beckett Rothrock. On defense, number 95, Broderick Rothrock. And in goal for the Flyers, number 40, Austin Cargan. The Flyers are coached by Bauer Anderson and Trey Ponto. Your game officials for today's game, as assigned by South Dakota Amateur Hockey, are as follows. From Correctionville, Iowa, Brian Rice. From Knoxville, Iowa, Trevor Preston. Linesmen are Justin Ballas and Cade Blumenrader, both from Hillsboro, South Dakota. And now fans, please stand if you are able and remove your hats to honor America and those who have served to protect our freedoms at home and abroad. Please direct your attention to the flag in the east end zone of the arena for our national anthem, performed today by Julia Schenk.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Hey, on the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We are ready to go here from the Shields Iceplex as we get set for day number 2. And the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers, it is an elimination game here in this first game of the day. As let's see if we get that display pulled all the way up for our scoreboard. How about we do that? Try and get it all figured out. John Wick alongside Jim Lloyd. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It is Noah Luking that is in net. It was announced Jay Sand, but it is Noah Luking that will be the starting goalie for the Hawaii Capitals. And it is Austin Cargan, the starting goalie for the Sioux Falls East Flyers. One team not playing tomorrow in this
Yep.
game. 2 teams in total, but one of these teams will be eliminated today. Their season comes to an end a day before they want it to.
It gets to that point in the tournament where you start to look towards the end, and yes, the end is 2 of these teams today are going to be done with their state tournament. You have to believe that there's some of those seniors that don't want it to end, and you'll see some of that emotion as these games continue today.
It will be Dylan Dodson along with Hayden Hansen opening face-off. We're underway here on this Friday afternoon. This will be sent all the way down. This will go for an icing, and as quickly as we start, we get a whistle 8 seconds in. And again, we look at those starting goalies, who is not in net right now, but it is Austin Cargan. There he is. Austin Cargan, as he will take the defensive zone face-off in front of him. 9 wins, 1.76 goals against average, .907 save percentage, and does have 2 shutouts. And we'll look at Noah Luking's stats again here in a second as Bridger Babcock's shot goes wide. It'll be turned back in front, out to Brecken Furman at the blue line. He'll send that towards the net. It was tipped away a couple of times. And from behind the net, the Oahe Capitals will pick it back up, and in front, it was Aiden Beam trying to stuff it in front of Cargan. Owen Sescher from the red line throws it in. That is caught by the glove of Luking, which gives us a chance then to look at his stats. With 16:30 to go here in the first period. Luking's got 5 wins and 3.30 goals against average, .855 save percentage, and does have a shutout on the season for the Capitals starting goalie.
Couple quick touches there by both goalies. Kind of early to get those touches. Those goalies like to be involved early. You got to touch the puck.
Puts you right into the field of the game instead of trying to wait around for that first puck to come your way. Here's Logan Brown into the offensive zone for the Capitals. He is pushed to the boards by Beckett Rothrock, who had an assist in yesterday's 4-2 loss. Here on the near side, Landry Van Rokel. That was at the blue line, so he'll pull it back out. And then on the backhand pass, trying to get it back to Logan Brown. He missed the pass, and Beckett Rothrock will send it up ahead. It will be picked up by Ben Vermeer. Vermeer goes across ice. They'll play it back to Rothrock. And here is Beckett into the neutral zone. He moves around Ian Schweitzer, and Rothrock is in that shot, and a save made by Luking. Makes another quick save. A couple of shots, one from the red line at center ice and one from the blue line. And Luking's made both saves so far.
The Rothrock boys have had a good tournament as of yesterday. Those guys really anchor that defense for this Sioux Falls team.
Face-off will be to the left of Luking. 15:51 left to go here in this first period. This will be picked up by the Capitals, knocked off the stick. Ryan Fenton trying to get over to it, and that will make its way up into the bench area, and it'll make its way back down. And Coach Landon Badger polishing off the spot where the puck hit the net, hit the glass behind him. Face off to the right of Luking as it stays in the offensive zone for the Sioux Falls East Flyers. First game of the day. We're expecting a good crowd as the day progresses. Both Sioux Falls teams are playing here this afternoon. And then it will be Yankton Aberdeen at 5 o'clock. I would expect there's going to be two good crowds from those 2 teams. And then Rushmore and Brookings. And not to take away that they're going to have good crowds, but we know they always have good crowds when it comes to the state semifinal day. This will be out of the zone. Here is Brecken Furman. First time ever Yankton is fighting for a state semifinal. This will be iced by the Capitals. And again, it's been a long time since there's a team that wasn't Rushmore, Brookings, Sioux Falls that is in a state championship, and one of those 2 teams between Yankton and Aberdeen will be in there.
Well, and it's a little refreshing to see some other teams. It really is. You know, we always shoot for our home teams and so forth, but it's kind of nice to see some other teams. Tells you the strength of this South Dakota hockey.
And yeah, well, 1 through 8, obviously 2 and 4 are in the Consolation semifinals today. 7 and 5 at both advanced from yesterday's action. Here on the near side, this pass goes off the skate of Ian Schweitzer, who scored the opening goal in that 6-3 loss to Yankton. Both these teams had a 3-0 lead and a 2-0 lead in their first round games as Logan Brown brings it in. That shot will go off the skate and off the backside of the net, or off the glass. Here is Logan Brown. He gets checked by Broderick Rothrock, and he'll pick it up. Broderick Rothrock into the neutral zone. Logan Anderson chasing after him. This puck will go into the offensive zone, and from behind the net, it was touched along by Van Rokel. Make that was by Van Rokel. And it's now to the near side and up the boards. Logan Brown trying to pitch it out, but it's held in by Beckett Rothrock. Pass will go across. That's going to be Logan Anderson will catch it. And then he lost the puck as he was trying to get it in deep. It still goes deep into the zone. And from the corner, it's going to be picked back up by Sioux Falls East. Pass will go across. That coming from Thatcher May. Right on the tape of Brant Cook, but his pocket nearly picked. It was knocked free by Triton Parmley. And then that pass up ahead back to Cook again. And Cook will send it across corner with a dump. Brecken Furman around here to the near side. It is now Furman from behind the net as he'll try and pick it up. His pass goes up ahead, and it's Asher Vandenbos for Parmley. Parmley trying to feed one across for Bridger Babcock. It was blocked, and then it would get Jackson Raisler blocked another dump-in attempt from the Capitals, and it will go all the way around on the third opportunity. Capitals will pick it back up in the corner, trying to center one was Parmley. And now it's Bonnie, Lyle Bonnie, as well as also Parmley. And it'll be played back behind the net for Raisler for the Sioux Falls East Flyers. Tipped out of the zone, but it will go all the way down for an icing. It was not touched by Bridger Babcock. And we get a whistle with 13:25 left to go here in this first period.
Still waiting for that first goal in this one, first game of the day. And John and I, we have analyzed both of these teams. We have our predictions and so forth. But right now, it's a 0-0 game early on.
Face off to the right of Cargan, as this will be picked up from behind the nets and moved along by Sioux Falls East. Here on the near side, that pass will go up and out of the zone, and it'll be moved on ahead and into the offensive zone. Sesher with a shot, and that's caught by the glove, by the stomach of Noah Luking, who has made all three saves in net. Just 4 shots on goal between these two teams. 3 for the three for the Flyers, and 1 so far for Sioux Falls East. Face off to the right of Luking. It is the Flyers that will win it back. That shot is sticked away by Luking as it will get to the corner here on the near side. And out of the zone by the Capitals. Aiden Beam trying to cut free to try and get a breakaway. Beam is in. His shot, he scores! Aiden Beam makes it 1-0. He was able to get free, take it in for a breakaway shot, and makes it 1-0 for the Capitals here with 12:56 to go.
And that was all Aiden Beam. He wrestled that puck all the way to the net.
And Beam, as you can see here, coming from the side of Cargan from behind the net, Cam, was able to put that right under the bar and get it in.
He beat everybody.
And Aiden Beam opens up the scoring here with 12:46 to go, and it's quickly answered. And Sioux Falls East will tie the game up at 1 with 12:45 to go. As quickly as the Capitals got the lead, it was pushed right back in tie game. Just 11 seconds later, as we look at this replay.
11 seconds later, and Sioux Falls has got this thing tied up.
Hayden Hansen will get the goal. And we'll look at from behind the nets. And Hansen just drove the nets and was able to find its way. And that puck, well, you couldn't really see from that angle. This will be iced by the Flyers. And so here is that goal again from Hayden Hansen. Hayden Bowder gets the assist, by the way, and Hansen, right at the doorstep, was able to stuff it in. And so we are tied 1-1 with 12:38 to go. As this will be Broderick Rothrock to the near side. Well, we didn't have to wait long today for goals to start piling in. We had to wait till the second period yesterday. We get 2 goals 11 seconds apart. Here's Owen Sesher in the offensive zone. That shot is sticked away by Luking off the glass and stays in play. On the far side boards, it's Logan Anderson. Back in, but can't get out of the zone, although Broderick Rothrock was getting out of the zone, so it's now Schweitzer that will pick it up. One-timer by Furman. That one just barely goes over the top of the goal. It went off of Beckett Rothrock, and it landed on top of the nets for a moment, and then rolled off the net from behind. Here is Beckett Rothrock into the offensive end for the Flyers. He'll backhand and get it deep into the zone. Furman will go back where it came from. Logan Anderson. That one will be up for Ben Vermeer off the glove, and then it's tipped away by the Capitals. And it's grabbed here by Cooper Beestrom. Off the glass, trying to move it along here for Dylan Dodson. And it will go down here to the corner, where it's picked up by Jackson Raisler. From behind the nets, it will be moved along here by Paxton Meyer. And out of the zone, back to Meyer again. He'll chase after it to the side of the nets, and then the centering pass comes back again. That one is blocked. Puck is still loose around the front of the nets, and it's going to be moved up ahead. Raisler, that one will be tipped, but it will be knocked down before it got to the net by Van Rokel. And then it's out of the zone by the Capitals. Just barely in the offensive end. Vermeer will send it back for Paxton Meyer and around to Raisler. And he'll lose the puck, and Dylan Dodson will grab it. Dodson, the pass goes across. Can't be handled by Van Rokel the first time, then it's tipped wide of the nets. 10:50 left to go here in this first period. And it's now going to be picked up again by the Capitals, but pushed to the boards. That was Van Rokel again as he moved down from his defensive position. This is going to be off the glove of Beam and to the corner. The first one to it is Cole Hauser. Hauser took a little bit of a hit. He was a little slow to get up. He's dealing with an injury that nearly kept him out of the game yesterday. Capitals fans wanted a call, not going to get one, as it's Broderick Rothrock that will move it up ahead, and it's Brent Cook that flies in the offensive zone. Now it comes out, and it's off of Luking's stick, and it was first blocked up by Anthony Rigolizzo. Now a penalty is going to come against the Capitals. 10 minutes to go here in the first period. It'll be touched up eventually by the Capitals with 10:02 to go. And we will get that whistle. And the Caps fans not happy.
They wanted that trip that happened earlier. Maybe it was a stumble.
And now Dodson's in the box. Again, they thought Dodson was tripped up, but instead he is one now that gets called for the trip. And Sioux Falls East will have their first Pelican Power Sports power play. Face-off will be to the left of Luking. Pelican Power Sports power play. Sioux Falls East yesterday, they went 0 for 4 on the man advantage. This pass out to Beckett Rothrock. He'll walk the blue line across. One-time chance, but that's fanned on by Ryan Fenton. And as we push up, but not out of the zone, Fenton, Rothrock, Sesher comes away with it. He'll throw it farther down the boards, and it's Broderick Rothrock. Pass to the near side for the face-off. Donna's shot. That's blocked by Babcock. Hayden Hansen trying to push it right back out in front. And from the corner now, it's going to be still grabbed here by Hansen. He'll sidestep a check from Bridger Babcock. Furman back in. Well, can't get out of the zone. Good play by Beckett Rothrock to hold it in. Fenton back for Sesher. Leaves it back for Fenton. Walks the blue line, top square away. Walks in. That shot is blocked by the skate of Schweitzer. And then it's Logan Anderson that picks it up. And then he is run right into by Ryan Fenton. He tried to go around him, and Fenton just put him down. But now we get a penalty. I think a penalty. And it's an elbow that's going to get called.
It's going to be an elbow
against Ryan Fenton.
That happened at mid-ice. And Fenton, a little high with the elbow.
Didn't capture the replay in time, but that's a break for the Capitals in the sense of looked like a pretty clean hit. Again, we don't have I didn't grab the replay to see if it was a elbow or not. But as we've seen in South Dakota hockey, that those big checks sometimes end up getting called a penalty, whether it was clean or not. Those big checks sometimes catch the eye of the official to call for a penalty. So now it's 4-on-4 for another 45 seconds, so the Capitals will get about a minute of a power play. 8:40 left to go here in the first period in a 1-1 tie. This pass will go up ahead. Aiden Beam trying to catch it. Bounced off of his stick. He'll retreat back to his blue line to pick it up. Open ice right now as it's Aiden Bowder that will get it deep into the offensive zone. Broderick Rothrock will grab it. He'll wait behind his own net. He'll leave it for Beckett Rothrock. He'll pass it back to Broderick. 8:15 remaining here in this first period. This will be intercepted by Cooper Beestrom in front of the red line. Then Beam nearly got leveled. He was able to stand up with it, but that one nearly was a high check. Beckett Rothrock will carry it in. Rothrock, and now on the Capitals power play, the first Pelican Power Sports power play. It's going to be moved up ahead for Logan Brown, who tries to dance in. Brown with a shot, he goes down. Referee's arms stay down. And it's now picked up by the Capitals another time. Here's another chance for Brown. Rebound comes out in front, and that one just missed by Brown. Here is Beam with a shot looking for a second. Brown fans on it. Capitals still with it on a power play. Still 35 left to go. And this will be now taken by the Sioux Falls East Flyers, and Hayden Hansen will get out to center ice and into the offensive zone. He'll cut in. He cuts free. Backhand save by Luking. What a save by Noah Luking. What a move by Hayden Hansen just to get that shot. Two really good plays. That doesn't go on the score sheet for Hayden Hansen. Here is Logan Anderson on the backhand. He's behind the net, lost the puck, and they'll be sent down by Sioux Falls East, and that will pretty much take care of the power play. As Van Rokel will get the pass from Luking. He'll go up ahead. It's Brown that will pick it up. And then it's chipped off the boards, and we're back to 5-on-5. Ben Vermeer, Ian Schweitzer. This will be pushed with the hand pass. And now it'll be touched first by the Capitals. So now it's moved in. Thatcher May with a shot. That was blocked. And the pass, that one misses for Logan Brown. And that will result in an icing as we go back and look now at the replay. Let's watch the Luking save because we'll probably end up needing to watch how that move happened to get free for Hayden Hansen. Luking made that save.
That's a great play by Hansen to even have the puck into the crease as he was surrounded by the Oahe Capitals.
We'll move that second replay here as play resumes, but that move by Hansen right there and got the backhand and a great save by Noah Luking. 6:30 left to go here in the first period. It is still 1-1 on the South Dakota Hockey scoreboard as this will be carried into the offensive zone, trying to cut free. That was Cole Hauser, but it was knocked away from him before he got a shot away. Rolled off the boards and out of the zone by the Capitals. Ben Vermeer backhand flips it into the offensive end again for Sioux Falls East. Furman will chop at it, and now it's Dodson that will pick it up. That one will be missed on a pass attempt, and it comes back here for Broderick Rothrock, who thought about a pass. Aiden Bowder was ready to block it, but Rothrock held on to it. Capitals regain possession, but then the pass is intercepted, and Beckett Rothrock moves in. He'll try to toe drag move. He'll come back to Thatcher May for a shot, and a save made by Luking. And Luking's been good. Now 7 saves on 8 shots. 4 saves on 5 shots for Austin Cargan. 13 shots right now, Jim, and I think probably you'd say 11 of those 13 have been high-quality chances across the board for both these teams.
A lot of really good shots being taken, by both teams.
Here's a backhand in front that is blocked, and now another chance and a save made by Luking. That one coming from Ty Solonen. Stick handling in his own zone. And then as Van Rokel goes to the ice, it's Ian Schweitzer that will pick it back up. And Schweitzer moves around Logan Brown. Schweitzer gets in, tried to leave it back over for Beckett Rothrock. Now a pass keeps going across and goes back to Beckett. Beckett with a shot save made by Luking. That one kind of caught him up in the armpit area. There's a big check that was laid. There's a shot again. That one coming from Solonen. Another pad save made by Luking. This one just has the legs to get down for an icing by the Capitals with 5:08 to go. And again, Noah Luking has made some really stellar saves in this first period for the Oahe Capitals.
A lot of touches early in this period, and you can see he's warmed up and ready to go.
Face-off will be to the left of Luking. Ryan Fenton will take the face-off for the Sioux Falls East Flyers and win it back to Beckett Rothrock. That pass is going to be tipped. Bouncing puck will be sent out of the zone by the Capitals, and it's now going to go back to Beckett Rothrock. He'll wait with it, and now behind his net, he'll slow things down here for Sioux Falls East. They'll flip it high to center ice, caught by the glove of Brecken Furman. He'll put it back down, and he tried to chip it off the boards to himself. Capitals again trying to move it back down the ice. 1-1 is their score with 4.5 to go here in the first period. It's number 2 seed and number 6 seed, the Consolation semifinal. Winner will advance to the Consolation championship tomorrow. Team that falls will be eliminated. Bridger Babcock will move it off the boards. Pass will go across. Dylan Dodson sweeps it into the offensive zone as it comes here to the near side. It'll be played back around here for Broderick. Up ahead. That bouncing puck. Landry Van Rokel trying to pick it up. Backhanded by Bridger Babcock. Trying to get to the net. It will come free. Beam with a shot and a quick save made by Cargan. That one I wouldn't say it caught him by surprise. He just had to be really good with the reactionary to it. As we'll go back and watch this replay. And again, some of these shots, we're kind of seeing somewhat of what the goalie sees. And he trying to find where that puck is and locate it and move at the same time. And Cargan kicks the left leg out to make the save.
That's a nice save. Looked good on a replay.
Face-off will be to the left of Cargan. Lyle Bonney will take the face-off for the Capitals. Thatcher May is kicked out of the face-off dot, so Ben Vermeer will come in to take the face-off. And it will be one back all the way to Cargan, and he will cover it up and get a whistle with 3:54 left to go here in this first period in a 1-1 tie. This face-off is going to be won by Sioux Falls East. And it's going to be pushed down to the blue line where the Capitals will get it back. Van Rokel will send it back into the offensive zone. Around it comes to the near side, off of Vermeer and out of the zone. Van Rokel from his own blue line to Lyle Bonney. Lost the puck to Jackson Raisler. Gives it to Ben Vermeer. Vermeer in with a shot, and that one saw cleanly by Noah Luking. And we get a whistle with 3:30 left to go here in this first period.
A good period between both of these teams.
Again, the winner will go to the Consolation Championship. Team that falls, their season will come to an end a day short of playing on Saturday. Two teams will be eliminated over the next two games. As this is a face-off that is won by Sioux Falls East. Logan Anderson has it, and that'll be offside. That's our first offside of the entire hockey game. 3:23 left to go here in the first. Watertown and Sioux Falls West will play next. Watertown Lakers had a 2-1 lead on the Rushmore Thunder yesterday. If they can bring that same type of gameplay, it will be a good battle between Sioux Falls West and Watertown. The Flyers lost in overtime 3-2 to Brookings in yesterday's first round action. Here is Logan Brown with a quick shot and a save. And a really good play there from Austin Cargan with Logan Brown putting that between the legs of the defenseman. And again, watch the replay. Yes, Cargan is standing in front, but he's got somebody blocking him as well. And Brown used that to his advantage, and Cargan had to drop down quickly to the butterfly to make the save.
Brown got all of that one. That was a rocket.
Logan Brown with 11 goals on the season. He was second on the team in goals. Dawson had 19 during the regular season. Brown with 11. And we get a false start on the face-off. And we referee talking either to Beckett Rothrock or Logan Anderson, or maybe both of them.
From across the rink.
And telling them either both to knock it off or one of those two guys to knock it off. Here's now Hayden Hansen trying to cut free. He'll get in on a breakaway. He is slashed. Are we going to see a penalty shot?
Oh, and I think
it's a hook.
It's going to be a hook.
It could have potentially been a penalty shot. And again, I didn't get the replay in time. But the reason why I say it could have been a penalty shot is because Hansen was able to get around Brecken Furman, but they're going to just say it's a 2-minute penalty. Well, the referees are going to talk about it. Well, they had a just quick conversation.
I think Hansen just had some loose hands on that stick, to be honest with you. I really do.
Like I said, it was close. It was possibility, but Furman's going to go to the penalty box.
We have not seen a penalty shot in a long time, John.
Saw one during the regular season. Could I tell you now who it was and when it was anymore? Nope, because I was so excited about it all that I completely forgot who was actually going to get the penalty shot.
They're fun for us.
2:59 left to go. We don't get to call shootouts like the NHL does.
Right.
So anytime we get a penalty shot, that's the best thing for us. Here is a shot by Broderick Rothrock. That is stopped by Noah Lukey. Comes back to Beckett. As Beckett Rothrock walks in, looking for Fenton, and a good diving play by Cooper Beestrom, but then his stick is lifted. Fenton will move it back over. Pass will go across, they'll score! What an incredible play by Sioux Falls East. And it's now a 2-1 game. And a tic-tac goal.
That was a nice goal. Everybody on the ice touched it, and that's the way you get your goalie moving. And that's as close to a slam dunk as you get in hockey.
As this Hayden Hansen will get his second. There's that first replay, and then this one. Maybe we'll try and get maybe the other angle, but just the Capitals were going the other way. Cooper Beestrom made a great diving play to blocking potential one-timer for Ryan Fenton, but his stick got lifted by Fenton, who made that play happen, as this will be pushed into the zone. Hansen from Solomon and Broderick Rothrock. 2:20 left to go here in this first period. And we're going to go watch that first replay again here in a second. This will be moving in for the Capitals, but can't get that shot. Aiden Bowder lifting the stick. Dylan Dotson with the shove, and then he gets shoved down, and play will continue. As is Jackson Raisler. And again, the Capitals fans wanting a call to go against Sioux Falls East. This puck will make its way down, and we'll get a whistle. We'll go back to that first play, and you can see right at the very beginning, Ryan Fenton lifted the stick and away from Cooper Beestrom. That just got everything going.
It's the patience of Sioux Falls there. They could have easily taken a shot a couple passes before that. There could have been a shot right there. Right there, there could have been a shot, and patience. Making it happen on the backside.
That tic-tac goal that they like to talk about.
And when it seems like it's an easy goal when things go right like that.
That shot will go off of the stick and it will go behind the net. Cooper Beestrom fighting for it with Cole Hauser. Beestrom gets pushed to the boards. This will be moved back with a shot that is blocked, and the Capitals will try and go in transition now into the neutral zone from the red line. Throwing it in was Logan Anderson. Goes back behind the net. Beckett Rothrock will pick it up. Here for Ben Vermeer. This puck, that pass almost got intercepted by Brown. It's moved up ahead, and it's now going to be back in for Cole Hauser. Fighting for it to the boards. It is now going to be picked up here by the Capitals. Schweitzer waiting for it. I look for a pass. It's going to be intercepted by Beckett Rothrock, who took a shot and a save made with 1:12 left to go here in the first period. And a 2-1 Sioux Falls East lead on the 2 goals by Hayden Hansen, 1 on the power play. Aiden Beam had the first goal of the game. 1:12 left to go here in this first period. Face off to the left of Luking. There's a shot that will go over the top of the crossbar. Might have went off the glove of Luking, who stopped 13 of 15 shots. Here's a centering pass. It's loose in front. Backhanded by Hansen, who's on a hat trick watch already. Final minute of this first period. Lyle Bonnie's got a chance to maybe go the other way. Good pass up ahead. Here comes Vandenbos in, but couldn't get a clean shot. What a pass there by Lyle Bonnie. On a backhand feathering pass right to the tape of Asher Vandenbos.
Yeah, Bonnie keeping that play going forward and gets out in front.
He knew he was about to get caught and made a fantastic pass. Jackson Raisler, 33 seconds left to go here in this first period. Here is Sesher up ahead for Ryan Fenton. 2-on-3, here comes Sioux Falls East. But Fenton's having a hard time controlling the puck, and he'll get it deep into the zone, and he'll slowly go off for a line change. This pass over, 15 seconds to go in the period. Bonnie will send it across the ice. No one there for the Capitals as they're making a change here late in the period. And it's now going to be pass up ahead with 7 seconds to go. 3-on-2 into the zone. A quick shot and a save made that comes right at Noah Luking. He'll make the save. That was Anthony Rigolizzo that took that shot.
Luking missed it with his stick. He tried to sweep it off to his right and kind of fanned on it and ended up at his pad.
Face-off will be to the right of Luking with 3.6 to go here in the first period. Taking the face-off was Beckett Rothrock. And it will be cleared all the way down by the Capitals, and that will take care of the first period. So the defenseman Rothrock takes the face-off, but it was the Capitals that won it. But here at the end of the first period, it is Sioux Falls East. Hayden Hansen with his 2 goals have got the East Flyers in front after the first period. We will step aside and come back with our first intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
That serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Quality fuel, quality service. That's the DJ Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
As we welcome you back, it is the end of the first period and a 2-1 lead for the Sioux Falls East Flyers over the Oahe Capitals. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. As you look at those first period stats, Hayden Hansen's got 2 goals, one being on the power play. Aiden Beam got the scoring started, with Noah Luking making 14 of 16 saves. Austin Cargan with the 8 saves on 9 chances in that first period. As not a bad first period. If you're the White Capitals, again, Sioux Falls East has been able to run time the Capitals both the games that they played during the regular season. Caps had the lead right away in this first period. Obviously, it was quickly answered 11 seconds later, but it was, I think they'll take where this first period is at right now.
Oh yeah, if you're down by 1 and at the end of that first period, it's you got to be feeling good if you're both of these teams right now. You know, the Oahe Capitals, you're within striking distance. You've had a lot of good opportunities. But the difference right now is the Luking. He's keeping the Capitals in this thing right now. He's been on from the get-go. The first shot that he took, and he's been pretty good. The only time they get it past him is when they got him moving from post to post.
And here's a look at the first goal scored by Aiden Beam, who was able to lift a stick and then fight through and then put that right under the bar and in to make it a 1-0 game. But then it was quickly answered. As we'll look at the replay here that comes in, as it was Hayden Hansen that got that first goal. And a good quick pass, and there is no chance for Noah Luking. Here's a better look at that goal for Hayden Hansen to make it a 1-1 game. He was able to just get that stick around. And then on the power play, and you'll see right here the quick stick lift of Fenton. This is on the power play, and boom, 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 and Hayden Hansen, there was no chance for Luking on that opportunity. We'll send it to the other side.
Almost the same type of goal that got past Luking. You just get him side to side, and that's tough for a goalie when a team moves you around.
And you're trying to block a pass. When you have 3 straight passes just like that, or 2 straight passes like that, it is hard to defend, especially when the Capitals were trying to go the other way shorthanded. And Hansen was able to score that one to make it a 2-1 game. And those are your scoring in that first period. Again, the Capitals are 0 for 1 the power play. Sioux Falls East 1 for 2 on the man advantage at the end of that first period here in the Consolation semifinals. Leading the Capitals 2-1 at the end of one period. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our first submission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
House and Pier is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pier. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Zanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pier, proud to support high school athletics. Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves a local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything: lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sale Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building a better home. As we welcome you back, it is a 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls East over the Oahe Capitals at the end of the first period. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. Sioux Falls East got 2 goals from Hayden Hansen. Aiden Beam got the first goal of the game for the Capitals. And Jim, right now, this is for the Capitals. The next one will be big to try and make this a 2-2 game. Sioux Falls East wants to try and make this a 2-goal lead and start to create some doubt in the Capitals and say that they could not necessarily run away with it, but be able to hold on to this lead. So this next one's going to be a big one to get the second period going.
Oh, it's always a big one. And, if you're Sioux Falls, you want to keep Noah Lukin going side to side. That's obviously worked in the first 2 goals. You get him moving and be patient. And I think that's the way you're going to get it around him like they have.
Well, coming up here later on today, it is going to be Watertown and Sioux Falls West. That's a 2:30 first for puck drop between the number 8 seed Watertown Lakers, number 4 seed Sioux Falls West. And then at 5 o'clock, it is the 3 seed Yankton against the 7 seed Aberdeen in the state semifinals. Usually the 3 versus 7, and if there was a 3 versus 7, it was always in the Consolation semifinal, except for 2005. So it's been 21 years since number 3 and number 7 could have played the state semifinal. That doesn't necessarily mean it actually happened or not. But then the other state semifinal, Rushmore and Brookings at 7 o'clock. That's 1 versus 5. And that'll be coming up at 7:30 tonight. And we have all 4 games here on Capital City Rock and all 11 games of the state tournament right here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It's excited to bring it. 6th straight year that we have done all the games for the girls and the boys, and the 9th straight year of having at least all the boys' games on the radio on Capital City Rock. And we started that in 2018, moved into 2019, all the way through now here to 2026.
Yeah, and we've said it before that John and I are the luckiest people in the arena because we see this entire tournament, every play, every player, and every team. We see a tournament like nobody else does. I really believe that. Number one, we get the best seat in the house, and we see everything that goes on all weekend long.
And we've got another 3 games left to go today. We've got another 2 periods left in our first game. We've got 6 more games after this one. We're not quite to the halfway point of this.
And by the way, we have fun doing it.
Yeah, we do it. We do have a good time. We do have a good time doing it. We've got another break. We'll come back with a second period as it is the White Capitals and Sioux Falls East Flyers. A 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls East at the end of one as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Leisure Palace, spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go. Proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota, and remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace, pool, spa, and patio, creating your perfect escape.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
For over 55 years, Muth Electric has been powering progress across the Midwest. Our team of professionals deliver electrical solutions with innovation and safety at the core. We work with purpose, knowing that each project contributes to something bigger. Muth Electric, a partner in building a brighter future since 1970.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
As we welcome you back for the start of the second period between the White Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as it is the start of the second period. 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls East. Hayden Hansen has both goals. Hayden Beam with the lone goal for the Capitals so far as both teams return to the ice at the exact same time. And as Jim says,
it is that period of long ice. It's the second period, John, when you're the longest from your defensive bench. We actually saw that come into play in the Laker game as the Lakers were content in the second period to ice the puck. And that's exactly what they did, trying to slow it down because they were hemmed in that defensive zone. And that gets a little rough. You get some real tired legs.
This will be, we start 5-on-5. And again, the Capitals 0 for 1 on the power play. Sioux Falls East 1 for 2 on the power play. It was 16-9 in shots in favor of Sioux Falls East in that first period. But as Noah Luking made 14 saves, it's hard to say one goalie was better than the other because Luking's saves obviously had more. He had the quantity of saves were really good, but the quality of saves for both these goalies were high-quality saves throughout this first period.
Yeah, the Oahe Capitals are going to have to get Cargan moving just a little bit. They have not done a good job of that, get him moving side to side. They've had some loose pucks in front, a lot of opportunities, but you got to get those guys moving. That's the way you get it past them. These goals, they're not easy to come by.
As we get set for this second period, Dylan Dodson, Hayden Hansen for the face-off. It is underway here in the second. Aiden Beam will get the face-off from Dodson on the win. He'll send it deep into the corner, and it'll come here to the near side, where it's going to be picked up here by Broderick Rothrock. Behind his own net, Broderick will move it up ahead, and Beckett will get out of the zone. The Capitals will send it right back in with Bridger Babcock. Broderick here to the near side for Owen Sesher. Lost the puck, Dodson over, and that, what a save! What a save by Austin Cargan. Beam had everything for an easy second goal, and Cargan made the save. Centering pass back to Beam. There's a chance, and that one, I don't know how that one didn't go. Or I don't even think it got to the nets. We'll go back and watch that replay coming up. Here is Ryan Fenton moving in. Backhand pass over for Hayden Hansen. That centering pass and a good stick there from Brecken Furman. Fenton was on the doorstep looking for a second goal of the tournament. Dodson will turn it over to Sesher behind the net. He'll come out in front. There's a shot by Fenton and a save made. As we go back and look at that save, we'll start from behind the net from Austin Cargan. And
this is one of those I was talking about. Move the goaltender back one side or the other, and he got there in a hurry.
Got over there with the splits to make that save, and Aiden Beam just stayed behind the defense. Nobody was watching him. Everybody was looking at the puck, and then Beam was the only one there, but Cargan knew he was still standing there. Still 2-1 game in favor of Sioux Falls East. Here's Logan Anderson. That centering pass will go to the corner. Landry Van Rokel back near the blue line. We'll move it here to the near side for the far side, and it's now picked up and out of the zone by Raisler. Jackson Raisler to the blue line. He'll get it in deep. He'll come around behind Luking, where it's picked up by Van Rokel. His pass up ahead to Anderson off of his stick, sent back in. That one by Paxton Meyer. Up ahead by Logan Brown. It does come out of the zone. Might have gone off the linesman, so it's not going to go all the way for an icing. Beckett Rothrock will send it around here to the near side, where it's going to be picked back up by Vermeer. And then it's Schweitzer for Beestrom. Back in and pass up. That one, we have a penalty. A slash is going to be called. I thought maybe it'd be too many men on the ice, but a slash will be called against Sioux Falls East, and it will put the Capitals to their second power play. As we see the slash called against Beckett Rothrock. Everybody was looking around at who it was, but Beckett Rothrock is the one that gets called for the penalty.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for if you're the Oahe Capitals. Pelican Power Sports power play early in this second period.
With 15:04 left to go here in this second. Capitals are 0 for 1 right now. Lyle Bonney will take the face off, and it will be picked up by Raisler in the corner. He'll flip it up and get out of the zone over the top of Aiden Beam, and he'll have to race down to go get it. As Luking will pick it up, leaves it for Beam, and now it'll be left for Dodson. Dodson flies in the offensive zone. On his backhand now. He'll cut. He'll throw it in front of the net, right in front of the crease. Bonnie back down to the corner for Dodson, trying to center one, and that is right into Cargan to make the save. Bridger Babcock was standing there in front, and Cargan will pick it up, his 11th save of the day.
Babcock was in a good spot to touch that one. All he had to do is get a piece of it.
14:37 left to go here in the second period. 1:33 remaining on the power play here for the Capitals. Bonnie again will try and win the face-off from Hayden Hansen. It'll be controlled by the Flyers up the boards. Beam's able to hold it in, sends it to the net. It was tipped, but it never got to Cargan. Come back around, Beam trying to glove it down, and it will be chipped out by Hansen. who's got both goals for Sioux Falls East. Furman waits and passes it back to Beam. Up to Bonnie, trying to go give and go, but it's going to be turned back around, and then Brecken Furman will step up. He'll move to the offensive zone. He'll make a move around. Furman, pass goes across, and it goes just behind Babcock. Hansen lost the puck to Babcock. His centering pass is broken up and then sent back down. Good look there for the Capitals. Had an opportunity. That pass by Furman, just a bit behind Bridger Babcock. Here's Furman up ahead. That Beam goes up ahead. Roderick Rothrock, he's pushed off the puck by Beam. Now it's Landry Van Rokel into the offensive zone. Pass will go across. Aiden Bowder racing to it. Got a stick on it, but it's grabbed here by Raisler. Up ahead, Logan Anderson at the blue line. Doles it in. Pass goes across for Cooper Beestrom. He'll wait. He'll send it to the net. Might have been tipped by Van Rokel, but a save made by Cargan. Beestrom trying to keep it in the offensive zone with 20 seconds left to go. 3 players for the Capitals battling for the puck. Dodson lost the puck after he grabbed it out of that pile, and it's out of the zone by Vermeer. 13 seconds remaining on the power play. One final chance and one final shot here for the Capitals as they move it up the middle of the ice with Dodson. Down to 5 seconds as he gets to the blue line. Dodson into the offensive zone, off of his stick, and then a pass will come into the corner. And out of the penalty box goes Beckett Rothrock. This will be flipped high into the netting. I mean, that's about as high as you could get to the netting. And 12:57 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Cargan. In the NHL, that would be a delay game unless it was tips, but it would have been a delay game. Here in high school hockey, I've only seen it one time be called.
Good time to change lines.
Face-off to the right of Cargan. And it happened to a Hockey Hall of Famer, Spencer Wadine. He got called for a delay game by flipping the puck into the netting. Only time I've ever seen it in high school hockey. Face-off, Ian Schweitzer tries to win it back. He does win it, and the Capitals control it here, 5-on-5. Man goes down for the Capitals, and Van Rokel. Pass will come here to the near side. Beestrom, good call play by Beestrom. He'll send it in for the blue line. Bounces on net, and Cargan made the save. He looked down at his paddle, thinking maybe it broke the paddle of the stick there. Thatcher May will send it over for Beckett Rothrock. That pass behind Cole Hauser, picked up by Beestrom. Now here for Logan Brown. Trying to move it around Thatcher May. The puck is at the feet of both May and Brown. May comes away with it. He'll throw it off the boards. And it's now Van Rokel that will grab it. But he can't get it deep into the zone. Here's Cole Hauser. That is offside against Sioux Falls East. A little bit too far ahead was Thatcher May. Maybe he thought the pass was going to come to him. Maybe he thought Hauser's a little bit quicker than that. But he's offside.
A lot of ifs and buts, but we're offsides.
Face-off will be just outside the Sioux Falls, the Capitals blue line, on the opposite side of the ice from the Sioux Falls East bench. As this will be pushed into the offensive zone. This pass out here for Broderick Rothrock. And it's Rothrock that lost the puck. Now it's Vandenbos that will pick it up. From the corner, the near side boards trying to get out of the zone, and they do for Sioux Falls East. It is now Bridger Babcock into the offensive end. Beckett Rothrock will pick it up, feeds it here to the near side. And for the Sioux Falls East Flyers, again, trying to find the handle of it to get out of the zone. Capitals trying to swing it towards the net. It was off of a stick, and Beckett Rothrock will pick it up. 11:25 to go here in the second period. Ryan Fenton lost the puck. Lyle Bonnie keeps it in. Vandenbos now with it. Capitals are starting to make a change on the offensive side of things with that long change period, but Beckett Rothrock carries it out all the way in, trying to toe drag move with Beckett, and now we're going to get a penalty coming up against the Capitals. It was cleared down. Got to be a penalty against the Capitals, right? I thought they had cleared it all the way down.
Yep.
And then finally touched up by Parmley, and we get a whistle, and a penalty coming up against the Capitals.
Well, it's going to put the Sioux Falls East Flyers on a power play. So their power play, they're 1 for 2 on the power play. Their last goal scored in the end of that first period was a power play goal. And that was the tic-tac goal that we showed you on the replay. That did happen on a power play.
Beestrom is the one that gets called for the rough. So one of the better best penalty killers on the team with the good defensive play that Beestrom has. He'll be in the box for 2 or less. This will be sent around here to the near side. Dylan Dodson. He'll watch that go all the way down the ice. Ben Vermeer will have to go pick it up. 10:45 left to go here in the second. Paxton Meyer will grab it. Leaves it back over for Vermeer. Leaves it again for now Raisler. Almost was stolen away in front of the net by Dodson. It's now Thatcher May. And Dodson's able to knock it away for a moment, but the Flyers are back into the offensive zone. They got it deep in, and it was Luking that sent it to the boards on the near side. Pass will come over here for Fenton on the points on the left wing. That pass goes across. That's blocked by Dodson. He'll send Fenton to the ice. And it'll be flipped up into the crowd, and we'll get a whistle. And stays in the offensive zone with 10:10 left to go here in this second period. And that fan graciously throws the puck back into the play.
No souvenir given.
They do a good job of throwing the puck back. They don't keep it for themselves. I'm telling you right now, if it comes up here, it ain't going back to the ice.
You're keeping. John, you know, we do this player of the game here. I wonder if they have announcer of the game. Announcer of the day, announcer of the weekend?
It wouldn't be me, that's for sure.
It could be a puck for you, John.
Broderick Rothrock. This will be thrown over to the corner. That's more of a participation trophy at that point if they're giving it to me. Here on the near side.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody should just get one then if they're going to have me have one. Here's Ryan Fenton. That shot off the side of the net. That might have come off its moorings, but the play will continue. Out to the blue line. That'll be held in by Beckett Rothrock. Now here is Sesher with a shot who goes off of a body and off of Luking, who made the save.
A lot of traffic in front.
Fenton back out, and that was missed by Beckett Rothrock. 25 to go on the power play. And then a quick pass here from Cargan as the Capitals are trying to make a change. And the net is off.
As the Sioux Falls were quickly up through the neutral zone, and a whistle blows. As Luking's net is off. You saw it right. It was off for a while.
And here's that shot that redirected, went off of Luking, and a great save. And so now we get a face-off outside the Sioux Falls blue line, or the Oahe blue line, with 20 to go on the power play. 9:15 left in the second period. As Fenton will send it all the way around for Broderick Rothrock, who steps around underneath the face-off dot. That shot goes off the body and into the glass. Back out to the point for Beckett Rothrock. He'll walk it across the line, square away, sends it to the net, hit it somebody in front, and it goes into the netting. And that ends the power play as Cooper Beestrom came out before the whistle blew. So he comes out with 8:56 to go, which was 2 seconds after the penalty ended anyway. It's back to 5-on-5. Face off to the left of Noah Luking, who has stopped 16 of 18 shots. So far, Sioux Falls East just 2 shots on goal in this second period. This is behind the net. Cole Hauser trying to play it back out. Thatcher May, that was redirected away from him. And now racing up, Logan Brown lost an edge. It'll be sent back to the Capitals blue line all the way down. It should be an icing, and it will be. No, they wave it off the last second. Not sure why they waved that one off. And this one will be iced. Nope, they're not going to have an icing on this one either.
No icing calls.
Well, we'll just keep playing. I'm not sure why they waved that one off. Furman, yeah, he did slow up, but he wasn't going to get to the puck in time, and there's no reason to sprint all the way into the boards. This will be moved up ahead. It is now Raisler into the offensive zone. Raisler will send wide and then go behind the nets. Flipped away from him. Raisler lost a glove. Flipped off the glass, but not out of the zone. Paxton Meyer, that's a two-hand shove on Brecken Furman. And then a diving play made by Bridger Babcock as he'll pick up the puck on the defensive side. Back in, trying to flip it up ahead. And at the blue line, well, that is a delayed offside. And we get a whistle. 7:51 left to go here in the second period. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. I've also heard that, talking about the one delay game penalty that I saw called against the Capitals years ago, there's a legend that the puck hasn't landed yet. It was flipped up to the heavens and it never came down.
I bet it was.
As the Racers are up ahead, that'll be an icing against the Flyers.
That's an icing call there, John. You got that one.
They
finally agreed.
7:44 left to go here in this second period.
And a good second period for both of these teams.
Face off to the left of Cargan. No scoring in this second period, but a couple big saves from both these goalies. Been the reason why there hasn't been scoring yet in this second. This is Jet Kirshenman, Caden Waltime, and Jim Netto on the ice for the first time here in the state tournament. This will be flipped up off the boards, out of the zone. And then here, Jet Netto, that'll be offside against the Flyers.
It's a good play there by Netto.
Played the body and then forced that puck to come out of the zone. 7:27 to go here in this second period. Again, the winner of this game is in the Consolation Championship tomorrow. The team that falls will be eliminated from the state tournament. Won't make it to Saturday. Here is Ryan Fenton that moves in. We've had 2 upsets so far here in the state tournament on the near side, and both the upsets have come against the Sioux Falls teams. Obviously, one being the 5-0-4, which isn't maybe much of an upset. Here's a 2-on-1. Hayden Hansen, pass goes across, and it was redirected. I believe it was a diving play there by the Capitals. Broderick Rothrock, that'll be deflected wide by Ryan Fenton. Here is Dodson. That will go up ahead in the neutral zone, and Dodson carries in the offensive end. He'll try to swing wide behind the net. Centers one out. That one was tipped towards the net by Bowder, but it never made it to Cargan. Ryan Fenton, 1-on-3 in the offensive zone. Tried to dangle around Brecken Furman, who pushed him off the puck, but to the corner, it's picked up by Sesher. Then it'll come to the blue line, and no one there for Sioux Falls East, and Hayden Hansen will have to throw it across for Beckett Rothrock, who will cross corner with the dump. And then Brecken Furman here for Aiden Beam. Now a long pass down the ice. Can they win the race to it? And we'll get a whistle with an icing. Logan Brown was trying to get to the puck, but ran out of time to get there with 6:16 to go here in this second period. Noah Luking has made 16 saves on 18 shots, but only has made 2 saves on the 2 shots in this second period. There's only been 5 shots on goal for the Hawaii Capitals. This will be a face-off that is controlled by the Caps and sent back down, and we'll get another icing by Oahe. Austin Cargan probably has the best save of this second period as he stopped that one on that one-time chance from Aiden Beam. Again, that's only 1 of 5 saves in total in the second period. 7 shots on goal between these two. 6 minutes to go in this second. At the blue line, Cole Hauser is able to hold it in. Cooper Beestrom will send it here to the near side, but that was intercepted by Thatcher May. Andrew Van Rokel trying to knock May off the puck. Hauser trying to pick it up. And now it will come free for May, who sent that to the net. It went off of Cooper Beestrom, and a great save there by Luking, who was in good position to make that save after it was deflected off of a teammate. May steals the puck from Brown. Walks in, that shot, and a glove save made by Noah Luking. And a little bit of a freeze frame from Luking on the save as well.
Thatcher May had a pretty good shift as he was all over the ice.
A quick save there by Luking, and he watched that all the way into his glove. It's now the 4th shot on goal in this period for Sioux Falls East. Face off to the left of Luking with 5:31 left to go. Beckett Rothrock waiting. That shot, that one hits a body. And I think, you know, the biggest point of that the Capitals have had 5 shots. Sioux Falls East has had 4 shots on goal because a lot of these guys are in the lane and blocking a lot of shots. There's been a lot of shot attempts, but a lot of block shots in this second period for both these teams. This face off to the left of Luking. It is one. Grant Cook will send that towards the net, but that is broken up. Bridger Babcock up ahead. That'll come out of the zone. That went off the linesman and then goes into the Sioux Falls East bench. Beam was trying to keep it in the play. He reached over
the Sioux Falls bench and tried to tap it back. Yeah.
5:15 left to go here in the second. This will be a face-off. Bowder will push his man away for the puck and tie solid it. He'll come back here for Beckett Rothrock. He'll flip it high to center ice. Rigolizzo trying to find the handle of it. Could have been a 2-on-1. Furman then lost the puck. Here's a shot and a save made by Luking. Furman kind of got pushed away. Rigolizzo lost the puck on that pass, but then Furman fanned on it, and then he got shoved by Rigolizzo, so it became an open shot, but for Luking, he saw it all the way, was able to make the save.
Yeah, they've been unable to get it through. Luking, when he gets a look at it, you can't shoot straight at him.
Here is Broderick Rothrock trying to chip it out. Furman trying to go up ahead for Beam, but that's intercepted by Broderick Rothrock. And he'll throw it towards the referee, who will get out of the way. And a cross-corner dump in. Bridger Babcock had his stick tied up, but it's now picked up by Dodson. He'll throw it across. It does come out of the zone. Beckett Rothrock will send it back in, and the Flyers will tag back up. It'll come up here the near side, chipped off the boards by Beam to Dodson. Now here's Aiden Bowder in the offensive zone, trying to send it across. No one was there for the Capitals. And then now we'll get a whistle with that net just barely knocked free off of the post. Dodson he pushed his man away so he could kind of cut free, and then he just barely got a piece of it.
Looked like Cargill didn't know what was going on. He's talking to the referees. What do you mean the post is off? They wanted to keep going.
Face-off will stay in the offensive zone, which is a little bit surprising because Dodson was the one that knocked it off. It could have been in the neutral zone, but it'll be an offensive zone face-off here for the Capitals, and it's won by Sioux Falls East. Beckett Rothrock up ahead here for Owen Sesher. Back to Beckett. And then Cooper Bistrom, a diving play. He was falling backwards, dove forward, and was able to touch it along. Vanden Boss in. He'll throw it to the net, maybe looking for a rebound chance off the pad. Held in by the Capitals. And a centering pass by Vanden Boss. No one there for Oahe. Back to the blue line is Cooper Bistrom. Owen Sesher fight for the puck. Kicked by Sesher to his stick. Makes one move around. Puck is still at the blue line. It's now Vanden Boss. As his stick got lifted, then he gets checked by Broderick Rothrock well after the puck left, and it's going to be picked up by the Flyers, and Broderick Rothrock's going to go for a penalty.
That's going to be a check at a minimum.
Well, it's going to be a rough or an interference.
I think it's going to be a rough.
Yeah, roughing call, and again, just too late there for Broderick to make that check happen, which is why he gets called for it with 3:36 to go here in the second. And the third Pelican Power Sports power play for the Oahe Capitals.
And an opportunity at the end of this second period for the Oahe Capitals. They have to take advantage of the opportunities when they're given.
Face off to the right of Cargan. It is won by the Flyers. And that will get out of the zone, and now a race to the puck, although Hayden Hansen gave up on that race pretty quick. Logan Anderson, he'll send it here the near side. Schweitzer pokes it along and a chance to move in for the Capitals. 3-on-1 in. Schweitzer, his pass goes across and went off of his stick and then wide of the nets. Cargan was doing the splits again. Anderson will send it around the boards. The Capitals can get set up here on the power play. Beastrom off the boards to himself. He starts to walk in, can't get a shot away as his stick got lifted. Still plays with it here on the near side. Comes to the corner for Van Rokel. Van Rokel gets pushed to the boards. He'll get back up. Racer trying to get back again. And it will be flipped out of the zone. And it's Logan Anderson that will grab it. Up ahead now for Beastrom. Trying to find the handle of it. He got to checks hard to the boards. And it will be out of the zone. Cole Hauser now moving in shorthanded. Beastrom got tripped up by his teammate. There's a shot, they score. Beastrom went off the stick, off the skates of Logan Anderson, and it turned into an easy shot and goal for Sioux Falls East. And it's a 3-1 lead. As you'll watch, Beastrom, he'll fall down right there, and then in front of the nets, it becomes Hayden Hansen with the hat trick. We'll go back to watch this original. Right there, you can see the skate get tripped up. And it turns into a shorthanded goal.
One guy goes down, and it makes all the difference.
Hauser and Beckett Rothrock will get the assist. 3 straight goals, all coming from Hayden Hansen. Even strength, the power play goal, and a shorthanded goal. Natural hat trick for Hayden Hansen. Here is now Dodson trying to play it off the backside of Cargan. Still 30 seconds to go on the power play. Capitals going to find one here. This is a pass over. Beam missed on a one-timer. They don't get a tripping call coming against, but Owen Sesher going the other way. Aiden Bowder trying to catch up to him. Sesher will go down, and then we'll get a whistle as both Bowder and Sesher go into the net. Noah Luking will get he was the one that fell on top of all 2 of those guys. And it'll be Beam to the box for a trip. I think Sioux Falls East might be trying to say, are they going to take both those guys? Bowder's going to go as well, I think. So it's going to be a 4-on-3. So 2 guys to the penalty box.
I don't see the door open yet.
Yeah, both Bowder and Beam are in the box.
Oh, okay, yep.
So it is, with 1:54 to go, it is going to be 4-on-3 for 18 seconds, and then a long 5-on-3. And Sioux Falls East smelling a little blood in the water right now. Fenton trying to win it back. They do. Hayden Hansen with a hat trick already for Beckett Rothrock. Beckett Rothrock, he'll wait, sends it back over for Hansen. 7 seconds to go, and then it becomes a 5-on-3. Beckett Rothrock again at the blue line. Walks it across all the way down. Here's Hansen. Now it's a 5-on-3. Here's a shot on, and Luking makes a big save. And this next minute and 29 seconds, because there's a minute 36 left to go on the 5-on-3, because both guys get booked at the same time. This is a must.
You have to kill this penalty. You have to if you're the Oahe Capitals.
You cannot afford to go down 4-1 going into the second intermission, or even 5-1 if they're able to score twice. Got to kill off both these penalties here. Try to go backdoor feed. That one Fenton just misses. He'll get to the corner to pick it up. Fenton looking in, and he can't get a shot away. It's still loose around the slot area. Now the Capitals at the face-off dot can't clear it out of the zone. Hansen will pick it up. His pass will go back over for Broderick Rothrock. Now it's going to be Hansen. Centers one for Sesher. Back to Beckett Rothrock. Minute to go here in the second period. There's a shot on a one-timer. Rebound is loose. Sesher can't get a shot away. Capitals are trying to get everybody in the blue paint, which has only got 3 guys on the ice. But they somehow keep it out. There's a shot. They score! Beckett Rothrock makes it 4-1. We'll be able to maybe see this from the closer in angle. That's not the right replay. Let's get out of that one. We'll try it here. You might be able to see that Beckett Rothrock, he'll line up for that one-timer, and no chance for Noah Luking. And a 5-on-3 goal makes it a 4-1 game with 49 seconds to go.
That's a great one-time shot.
And so it's 4 straight now for Sioux Falls East. And they still have an opportunity to try and make this a 5-1 game in the next 40 seconds. Dodson waiting with it at his own blue line. Now he'll skate back at his own end. And then he gets leveled, and that'll be a penalty coming up against Ryan Fenton. And it will be Fenton that will go to the box. And with 32.3 to go, that will make it 4-on-4. And now I think maybe we're going to get another guy in the penalty box. We're going to get 2 guys. So the Capitals will go on a 4-on-3 power play now. Sesher and Fenton are going to go to the box. So the first initial penalty was on Fenton. And then Sesher said something to the official, and he's going to get booked for a penalty. And so now the Capitals have a shot to make this a 4-2 game, but going into the second intermission.
And we need 5-on-3 here.
4-on-3 for
4-on-3, yep. 4-on-3 for 39 seconds or the rest of the period.
So how quickly everything changes. Capitals have to get one guy off the ice right now. And so it is. Well, now the referees are talking. Dodson going over to talk to the referee as well. But Fenton was the first penalty.
And I think Sesher said something right after the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It was a cross-checking call to Fenton, and then unsportsmanlike penalty to Sesher. And if you're the Capitals, you have to make this hurt. Because what was a 5-on-3 to a 5-on-4 now turns into a 4-on-3 in your favor. Dotson will take the face-off. As it was one here, Aiden Beam behind the net. Two guys surround him. They'll get it to Cooper Beestrom. Sends it out in front. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Van Rokel now for Dotson. He'll walk in. That shot at a save. Beestrom gets it back. His shot, that one missed just wide. And it comes out of the zone. And now Hayden Hansen. Dotson that wisely goes farther away from Hansen to pick up the puck. It is going to be at the blue line that's offside by the Capitals. And then it will be out of the zone. That one could have been a penalty against Beam. Both guys end up going to the ice. And that was very close to Beam picking up a penalty. But it will be 4-on-3 for 6 seconds to start the third period. And then it will be 5-on-3 for a minute and 22 seconds for the Capitals that can score twice to get within one. But it is 4-1 at the end of 2 periods. When we come back, we will have the second intermission report and a wild second period, and mostly by the penalties at the end of the second period. But it was a wild second period, a 4-1 lead for Sioux Falls East as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves the local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sail Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building a better home.
Hi, it's Jason from Leisure Palace. Spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also, make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go. Proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota, and remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace, pool, spa, and patio, creating your perfect escape.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
As we welcome you back, it is a 4-1 lead for Sioux Falls East over the White Capitals in the first Consolation semifinal game. As you look at the stats there on Capital City Rock Sports, it is Hayden Hansen has got a hat trick. He scored 3 straight for the Sioux Falls East Flyers. Beckett Rothrock had the other goal. It was a 5-on-3 power play goal. And Aiden Beam has the lone goal that got the scoring started. Beam had the first goal of that first period, and then it was 4 straight now for the Sioux Falls East Flyers as we start to look at some of the goals. There's only 2 goals that were scored in that second period. We'll start here with the 5-on-3 goal. And again, you saw Corbin Beestrom that got tripped by his teammate Logan Anderson as they both backed up, and Beestrom ended up getting tripped up by the skate, and it led to Hayden Hansen being open to score that goal. And we'll watch it from the angle here from Noah Luking's vantage point. And again, that's just the unfortunate. Then for Logan Anderson, once that happens, he's going to try and get all the way around Beestrom to continue to defend, and that's a tough job to do there for Anderson with everything that happened right there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Oahe Capitals. Losing a defensive man, it just changes the entire dynamic of that play as Sioux Falls came in.
And then here is the other goal for Sioux Falls East. That was a shorthanded goal, by the way, by Hansen. This was the 5-on-3 goal by Beckett Rothrock. And again, we'll look at that in that closer spot. You can see Rothrock coming into your picture and just firing that one-timer, and Luking had no chance of making that save, and it turned into a 4-1 lead, and that is where we stand at the end of 2 periods. 27 shots now for Sioux Falls East, who, for the most part, in that first 10 minutes only had 2 shots on goal, but they still finished with 11 shots in that second period. Capitals had 7 shots overall that second period, and Austin Cargan has now made 15 saves on 16 shots through 2 periods and a 4-1 lead. But going into this third period now, it's 4-on-3 for 6 seconds, and then a minute 22. The Capitals can win the faceoff, or at least control it right away, pretty much somehow control right away. They can, when they move into the offensive zone, and it's Aiden Bowder that will come out, and obviously they'll talk about whether Bowder stays on the power play or that first guy that will come off the bench. They can go to a 5-on-3 pretty much immediately if they control the puck and have a minute 22 seconds to try and score 1. And then if you score 1 quickly, you have then that same amount of time to try and score to make it a 4-3 game when you'll still be on a 5-on-4 power play. So this is a big first minute and a half of this third period for the Oahe Capitals, who will try and make a 3-goal comeback.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for the Capitals. I mean, you can get back into this thing really quick in the first part of the minute and a half in this third period. It's the Capitals trying to, I'm sure they're trying to draw something up and how to get this thing, get it within 2 goals or 1 goal for sure. It would be nice. You know, it's possible.
And the other thing is, you know, if you're Sioux Falls East, you know the Capitals are going to be desperate here. There's no tomorrow if you don't win this game. Your season comes to an end, and you won't play on Saturday. So Sioux Falls East is probably understanding that when they get to the locker room right now, or where they are right now, that if you the Capitals are going to be desperate here on this first 5-on-3, and not so much desperate all period, but they're going to be really pushing. So that you have to be good, but you can also maybe take a chance if you can spring free for a possibility of a shorthanded attack, because the Capitals are going to have everything going towards the net to start this first part of this third period.
Yeah, you have to take a chance here if you're the Capitals. It's safe to say that this will probably be the turning point in the game one way or the other. It really will.
It is a 4-1 lead for the Sioux Falls East Flyers at the end of 2 periods. We'll come back and talk more about the second intermission report as you are listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
We welcome you back. It is a 4-1 lead for the Sioux Falls East Flyers over the Oahe Capitals. John Winkler with you on this, along with Jim Lloyd, on this Friday afternoon. As we look at the bracket here, we've got one more Consolation semifinal game, and then 2 state semifinal games. It'll be Sioux Falls West and Watertown coming up at 2:30, and then it will be Yankton and Aberdeen at 5 o'clock for the first state semifinal, and the other state semifinal of Rushmore and Brookings. That'll be at 7:30 tonight. But, Jim, we look at this, and we'll do it quickly here. What are the Capitals? I mean, how do the Capitals come back and win this game if they can score at least one power play goal here the first minute and a half? Or if they don't score, how do they find a way to get a win?
Well, if you don't score, then the next one's really big, because if Sioux Falls can get one in the net, then it starts to get out of reach in this last period. But you really have to figure out a way on these power plays. You've got to figure out a way to get it in the net and take chances. It's all you have right now as far as I'm concerned.
And then on the flip side, for Sioux Falls East, if you kill off this 5-on-3 and nobody scores, or you don't score, or the Capitals don't score, do you win the game? Is that the
well?
Is
not
the game going to be over if you're Sioux Falls East?
Not necessarily. Things can happen, and we've seen weird things happen. But they need to play possession hockey then and take care of the puck for the rest of the period.
It is a 4-1 lead for Sioux Falls East over the Capitals. We'll come back with a third period next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Quality service. That's the DJ's Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Stulkin Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stulkin Peterson LLP. 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As we welcome you back, we are set for the third period. As it is, the White Capitals down 4-1, but will have a 4-on-3 for 6 seconds, and then a 5-on-3 for a minute 22 seconds as we are underway here in this third period. It is Brecken Furman that will throw for Ian Schweitzer. The Capitals do control the puck, so they now have a 5-on-3. And it will be moved here for Aiden Beam. Beam no for Schweitzer. Trying to throw it towards the net, maybe down low for Dodson. It'll be sent back up to the blue line where Brecken Furman will hold it in. Pass now for Dodson. Sends it in front, and that one missed by Logan Anderson. And that will get a whistle, and I believe the net is off. And so we will get a whistle with 16:34 and 1:03 remaining in this 5-on-3.
Logan Anderson has been the designated player for the Oahe Capitals to park himself in the crease. And they took a shot at him. He just missed it.
This is the opportunity for the Capitals to try and get back into this game. Can they get at least one of these 2 power play goals?
It's a long time to play 5-on-3.
Ian Schweitzer will look to win the face-off. It is Beckett Rothrock that won it. Broderick Rothrock will send it all the way down. And it will be Noah Luking who will tee it up behind the nets. 50 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Both penalties expire at the same time as Ryan Fenton and Owen Sesher were booked at the same time. Here is now Dylan Dodson into the offensive zone. Dodson swings wide, goes behind the nets. It'll come to the corner here. Dodson will pick it up, still with it, circles the wagons out for Furman. And that one-timer went wide. It was tipped and slowed down by Dodson, picked up by Beam. His shot, they score! Aiden Beam makes it 4-2 with 15:58 to go, and there's still 26 seconds remaining on the power play.
Look at the traffic in front here.
You can see Beam in the top left corner of your screen.
Watch Cargan. He gave a tap.
There was
in front and just was not quite ready.
Beam will have his second of the game, 9th overall the season. And the Capitals are within 2 and still 26 seconds to go on the 5-on-4 now. And it will be Ian Schweitzer who will pick it up. How quickly can they move it up the ice to try and get another power play goal? It is Cooper Beestrom that will move it in the offensive end. Beam from Dylan Dodson, the lone assist. It will be up ahead, and he'll come out of the zone, tipped along. Now a chance for Hayden Hansen. He'll move in. He'll go to his forehand. I don't think he ever got a shot away. But it will expire the other power play. And so the Caps do get a power play goal. They're 1 for 5 now, and now we're going to get a penalty coming up against the Capitals, I believe. And it will be Brecken Furman that will go for a hook. Let's go back to that replay real quick and see if, I'm not sure if we can see it from this angle, that if Luking made the save or not. I think he might have got a piece of it. It's hard to see from that angle again, but maybe this one will show it. But 15:29 left to go. As, again, we're watching that replay here. I think he did get a piece. Here's a one-timer. That shot goes high. Coming from Ryan Fenton. Broderick Rothrock for Beckett Rothrock. Rothrock with a shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose and around. And Hansen can't get a shot away. Minute 40 left of the power play. Centering pass. Sesher. That one pushed just wide. He was all alone in front. Ryan Fenton for Sesher. Walks the face-off dot. That shot off the post. Goes back to Beckett Rothrock. It is now 2 posts. Here is now Beckett Rothrock again. That shot, that will go off the stick of Luking. Make his way out to the corner. Owen Sesher. Backhand pass now for Beckett Rothrock. One-timer from Broderick and a save. Rebound is right there, and that's going to be picked up by Luking, who was working hard in the...
That's a slap shot to the chin.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see Broderick take that one-timer. Be too far out of the picture, but that one came up high, as Jim said, on the chin, and he was able to locate it after that. Now we got the
Rothrock boys exercising those slap shots as they're doing something to the ice over on the far side. Everybody's pushing some snow in the corner.
I think a little spot that's right there that they're going to try to put some snow up, maybe get some water on it, a little ice maintenance.
And they were working on that spot. The ice crew was working on that spot before the game. There must be just a little hole back there along the boards.
So it is with 1:07 to go here in the third period. Excuse me, on the power play. 14:35 to go in the third period. The Zamboni guy will come out.
How about the slap shots, huh? Slap shots in traffic.
Ryan Fenton's been sitting up, and if you didn't see it from last night, Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres, he had 5 straight slap shots on the power play.
Yeah.
In a matter of 15 seconds overall.
That's a great video.
Yeah, Ryan Fenton, he hasn't had that many times, but he's been calling for the puck with a stick up high, and Thompson was doing that too last night, and he missed on all 5 of them.
It's kind of funny to think that was even happening in a game. It looked like a practice session.
Yeah, it looked like you were just trying to move it around just to keep
5 slap shots in a row.
And looks like maybe they got everything taken care of in the corner.
Both teams get a little chance to go to their bench and get some advice from the coaches, so it's kind of like a mini timeout.
I was going to say, yeah, both teams can feel like now they have 2 timeouts that they work with, because it wasn't a long one. It wasn't a long break, but it was just enough to get a little bit of rest. And what team will it help here with the power play for Sioux Falls East? Help the penalty killers out, or help the power play guys? Here's a shot that is tipped. Luking looking around for it. Comes back to Broderick Rothrock in the corner. Behind the net is Hansen with 3 goals in this game. Natural hat trick for him after the Capitals scored first. He scored 3 in a row. Fenton plays it back over for Beckett. Rothrock walks in for Fenton. One-timer. That one didn't get all of it. Broderick with it. Let's start calling him Tage Thompson for Ryan Fenton. Here's Beckett Rothrock again. Hill waits. He'll throw it now for Broderick. Walks all the way in, and a save made by Luking. Fenton has it over on the far side. He'll walk the blue line. He'll go all the way across. Leaves it for Broderick. Now Broderick with 20 to go. That one is a shot that is blocked.
Flyers getting shots here, but not real clean. Shooting a lot of these shots right into traffic.
Hansen behind the net, comes out in front. That puck is loose and around. Out to Beckett with 3 seconds to go the power play. Shot goes wide. Now to the final second, and now the penalty box is Brecken Furman. Capitals are able to kill it off. 13:20 to go here in this third period. Hayden Hansen now behind the nets. Can the Capitals get the next one now? They got that one killed off. And it's now 2 for 6 in the power play for Sioux Falls East. Hayden Hansen from the corner. Trying to move it around to Bridger Babcock and Ian Schweitzer. They've been moving back and forth all over the place. Here's Lyle Body that can't get it out. Beckett Rothrock will send it back over. That puck coming for Broderick and eventually cleared out by Cooper Beestrom. And then Beckett with a nice move to split through Logan Anderson and then Lyle Body, and then he gets sandwiched between Beestrom and Anderson. Furman, quick hard pass across by Parmley, swiped by Beestrom. Does come out of the zone, but it's then sent back in by Sioux Falls East. Furman will go back behind his own net to play it. And he'll skate it into the neutral zone. And then he got hit hard. He goes down and gets right back up. From the corner it goes. Lyle Bonney with the poke check. Moved it around to the far side corner. Hauser. It is now Vandenbos. Puck is loose. It'll come over. Bonney trying to lift the stick. And it's now Hauser again. Starting to lose his balance. The Capitals are able to knock it away. And Sioux Falls East had to be real careful there, making that change with the puck near the bench again. This will be offside against the East Flyers, and we get a whistle with 12:04 to go here in this third period.
Thatcher May putting probably the hardest hit that we've seen in the tournament. And neutral ice. Clean hit.
2 for 6 on the power play for Sioux Falls East, 1 for 5 for the Oahe Capitals. 12:04 to go here in this third period. This will be dumped into the zone, off the side of the net, kicked by Beestrom. I think both Luking and Beestrom thought the other one was going to play, and thankfully Beestrom was able to kick it behind the net. This will be Beam that was able to split through two different guys. Beam moving in with Dodson, trying to center one for Dodson. It'll be off of a skate, and now Beam back behind the net. It'll come back to Beam. He's got both goals for the Capitals right now. Fans on a shot attempt. It'll come down for Bowder, who will play it around the boards to the corner. Beam will get to it. Paxton Meyer will pin him to the boards. Dodson trying to move around Ty Solonen. It'll come here for Paxton Meyer. Paxton Meyer, this will be offside against the Sioux Falls East Flyers. And another whistle here with 11:19 left to go in this third period. Not quite, once the Capitals got that one here on the power play, now you're looking at the Caps not needing to score quickly over the next 11 minutes, but they do need another one here to get within one shot. Here's a shot by Broderick Rothrock, and of course they have to keep Sioux Falls East out of the back of the net.
It's the worst lead in hockey, is that two-goal lead.
Logan Anderson, he'll get it to the corner. Beckett Rothrock, he got sandwiched. Bridger Babcock. Now it's going to be for Beckett Rothrock again. Anderson will send him to the boards. He'll come up ahead. Now a chance 2-on-2. Bridger Babcock with a good back check. There's a shot and a save. Ryan Fenton trying to get one extra swipe at it. Bridger Babcock and both Breck and Furman over there to push him away from the goalie, Noah Luking. Luking has now made 26 saves on 30 shots. 10:45 left to go. On the other side, for Cargan, he's only stopped 15 of 17 because Capitals have not been able to get a lot of chances, or at least those shots haven't made the nets. This face-off to the right of Luking. It is pinballing around, and then Beestrom will swipe it to the boards, make that Dodson swipe into the boards. And this will come out of the zone. But it is Broderick for Beckett, bouncing puck. That will be caught in the glove of Luking like a first baseman. We got a stick lift of someone. Hansen lost the puck. Beestrom runs into Owen Sesher. Now a chance to maybe break it out for Beam, and a good stick there to knock it away from it. He'll get to the corner first. He'll sidestep a check. Beam still with it, and out to the blue line for Van Rokel. He'll play it back down here for Dodson. Trying to send one across. Looking for in front by Babcock. Beam trying to swipe into the net. It is broken up, and now to the boards. And around here is Sesher. It'll go up ahead, and it'll go all the way down, and Van Rokel will have to get to it right at the red line. Van Rokel leaves it to the corner for Beestrom to pick up. His pass trying to go up ahead, bouncing puck, looking for Jim Netto. And Netto will turn. His pass for Vandenbos. Back over towards Netto, but it's going to be Broderick Rothrock that will pick it up. He tries to throw a reverse hit. And it comes here for Ben Vermeer. That one is turned over. Vandenbos. He'll wait, he'll send it to the net, but his stick got canceled out, didn't get all of it. Now it's Dodson trying to center one. That is broken up by Vermeer. Bouncing puck knocked down by the high stick of Dodson, but played first by Sioux Falls East. Now it's Vermeer again in his own blue line. He's being hounded by Netto. And then Thatcher May gets around Furman. May trying to move in. He's pushed by Babcock off the puck, and he'll get to the corner. And now it's going to be Bridger Babcock out of the zone into the offensive end. Babcock moves in to try to center one, but it's blocked by Paxton Meyer. And then there's a penalty coming up against Sioux Falls East. Meyer didn't like that Vandenbos had hit him, and then he two-hand shoved him to the ice. And the Capitals will go on the power play with 8:51 left to go here in the third period.
Well, another opportunity here for the Capitals.
It's a cross-checking call against Meyer, the sixth power play now. This coming with 8:51 left to go in the third. Can they get within one here for the Capitals? Face off to the right. There's a shot off the face off. It is broken up. And now it's Broderick Rothrock with it. It'll come here to the near side. And out of the zone, Logan Anderson will have to go back to play it. As he goes up ahead, Capitals will pick it back up. And now it's going to be moved in by Beestrom on the power play for the Capitals. Beestrom centers when it goes off of Cargan. A bouncing puck, trying to settle it down. It'll be eventually Fenton back in, but he can't get out of the zone. Schweitzer off the boards to himself, trying to pick the puck back up. He gets hit. That shot will go off of a body and wide. Now to the corner, tied up. 4 players are going to battle for it. A 5th player, Logan Brown, will come in. He'll come away with the puck, and then he'll get shoved to the boards. Brown will leave it for Van Rokel. Now for Beestrom. Over for Anderson. Walks in. His shot is blocked. And now the Capitals have to get back as Fenton will move up with it. Trying to go 2-on-1, but Brown's back checking. That pass too far for Hansen from Fenton. And now they'll try and kill off more time with this penalty kill. 55 to go on the power play. Hansen lost the puck. Beestrom will pick it up. Beestrom being hounded again by Hansen, who will eventually give way so he can go off for a change. And the Capitals also making a change to the power play. Here is Dodson in the neutral zone. Carries in the offensive end. He is onside. Dodson back in, trying to get to the net. Goes off the stick of Cargan. Then played back behind the net with 7:20 to go. Back in front, Dodson trying to stuff it in. It is still loose, and eventually we will get a whistle. The Capitals thought they had scored, and now everybody's pushing and shoving in front of the nets.
That puck was pretty deep. It was a loose puck in front, and it got really deep in the blue paint.
Well, watch the replay here. Some of the Capitals thought they may have scored. We'll see if there's any possibility of seeing if that puck had gone in.
Nope, it was out in front.
I say you can't see if it gone in or not.
I think Cargill had it out in front the entire time, the way it looked.
So the faceoff is going to come out of the zone. And Coach Bounder has got his hands up in the air saying, well, why is the faceoff coming out? Still 27 to go on the power play. We'll get an explanation. I don't think he's going to like the explanation, regardless if it was right or not. He's going to argue that it should still be in the zone.
The explanation continues in the Oahe bench.
Hayden Bowder will take the face-off against Hayden Hansen.
The explanation is still going on. Now it's all right.
And it will be a face-off in the neutral zone. Won by Aiden Bowder, but nowhere the Capitals went to go pick it up. It'll be knocked out with the glove of Brecken Furman. Final rush up the ice here for the Capitals on the power play. It's centering pass, and it will go wide as it was pushed away by Ben Vermeer. Here is Furman walking in. That shot, it is loose, and what a play there by Cargan. He was able to swipe the glove on it. And again, it might be the best angle. This one might be the best angle to see him swipe that puck and to keep it from, and just swiped it out in front.
Got it in his glove.
Being able to track that all the way, almost like an eephus pitch in baseball. It's going to be really hard to stay with that because you think it's going to come a lot faster than what it did. As there's now 5 seconds to go on the power play. It is Dodson still with it as we go back to 5-on-5. And now it's turned over to Vermeer off the glass and out of the zone. As out of the box, out of the ice, Cole Hauser. It was Meyer that came out of the box. This is gloved down by Luking. He'll keep play moving. 6:35 to go here in this third period. Capitals are still down by 2. They need the next one here. Starting to get a little bit late. This will be iced by the Capitals, and we get a whistle. And Austin Cargan now with 20 saves on 22 shots. 6:27 to go here in the third. Here is a face-off to the right of Luking. And again, the winner advances to the Consolation Championship tomorrow. The loser's season is done. Here's a shot off the face-off. It is blocked. Pass will go up ahead behind Logan Anderson. It is onside. Anderson moves in. That shot goes wide of Cargan. Out to the blue line. Good job by Logan Brown to hold it in. But that puck is going to be kicked out of the zone by Thatcher May. 2-on-1. May with a lot of speed moving in. He scores! Thatcher May makes it 5-2 with 6:05 to go here in the third period.
Thatcher May, he turned on the Jets as soon as he got the puck, and he outran him. And on his forehand, you can see him coming down in the opposite corner. Pretty good shot.
Luking maybe a little bit offline of where he wanted to be at in his crease. And it just goes right over his shoulder and in. And it's now a 5-2 lead with 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Unassisted goal for Thatcher May to make it now 5-2. This will be up ahead here as Bowder across over for Beam. Aiden Beam with 2 goals. Cuts free. A save is made. Rebound is in front. And it'll be picked up here by Cargan. With 5:43 to go. Boy, the Caps needed that one to try and get back within 2.
Austin Cargan has been good in the last 5 minutes of this period. He has been real good at keeping that puck right in front of him the entire time.
Face off to the left of Cargan. As they wait to drop the puck. Dodson try to push it to the corner. This pass will come here to the near side. And it will come out of the zone and it will be now moved along up ahead. Ty Solomon got it ahead, but it will be moved out of the zone by the Capitals. Brecken Furman knocks it down. This will be just onside by the Caps. And then a stick caught in the midsection of Furman. Stick was dropped by Rigolizzo. Fanning on it was Vandenbos. Now here's Bonnie with the shot. It was a good look there and somehow went through everybody. Now there's 2-on-1 again here for Sioux Falls East. Moving in, Ty Solomon, backhand pass. He waited too long and Brent Cook couldn't get a piece of it. And it's going to be flipped up ahead looking for Bonnie, but it's now Beckett Rothrock that will pick it back up. It's back in the offensive zone. Beckett will turn. That one is knocked away. Dylan Dodson a pass over for Bonnie. And into the offensive zone. Bonnie leaves it for Vandenbos. Lost the puck. Bonnie trying to pick it back up. Roderick Rothrock. Went off either the referee or the boards in a precarious way in the corner. But the Capitals are back in. There's a shot into the glove of Cargan with 4:28 to go here in this third period. South Dakota Hockey Association has a player of the game that we will talk to after we're done. And right now with Hayden Hansen's hat trick, if they end up getting the win, looks very likely that he will be our player of the game. It's coming here to the near side. And it's out of the zone. And this will be to the corner, Owen Sesher. Here is now Paxton Meyer for Ryan Fenton. That shot and a save made by Noah Luking. Cooper Beestrom. That'll go up ahead. Jim Netto. It is moved back in. And now from the corner behind the net. Netto on the backhand. Backhanded pass, or backhanded shot just goes high. Kirshenman for Caden Waltime. Looking at some of the three of those guys that are the future of the Hawaii Capitals. There's a lot of young guys for this Capitals team that got their first taste of the state tournament. Here is now Cooper Beestrom. Lines up with a slap shot that goes off of Beckett Rothrock. And now is Dodson. Here's Jim Netto. It will be turned back around. Raisler. Here's Beckett Rothrock. 3:15 left to go here in the third period. Logan Anderson can't keep it in the offensive zone. It is now moved back along, trying to find the handle. It was Hauser, but he eventually turned it over. Now Dodson trying to reach out for it. Beam, he'll walk in. His shot and a save made. That stays in play. Furman, Beam nearly had a hat trick. Trying to center one. Beam trying to center one. This is flipped up. That'll get out of the zone. Furman will knock it down. This will be the Capitals who tag back up. Dodson will send it in deep, and around it goes here to the near side. Beckett Rothrock here with 2:40 to go. Lost the puck. Centered one. A save made. What a save by Austin Cargan.
Austin Cargan. What a great job he's done.
By the way, Lukey has
in this
left
third
the net.
period.
Here is that. Oh, that's the wrong one. We'll see here with this save on the replay. And Logan Anderson, after that, was turned over right there and somehow got a save. And it is 6-on-5 with 2:35 to go. Capitals are down by 3. Trying to make anything happen here on a 3-goal comeback. There's a shot blocker down by Cargan. Schweitzer with it. Sends it to Dodson, looking maybe for a give and go. Comes back to Schweitzer, backhand, and another save. That puck is still loose. From behind the nets, it'll be picked back up. Beckett Rothrock. Oh, that was a little bit of a late hit by Rothrock, but it will be going back for Brecken Furman. Now back for Dodson again. Pass will go across, bouncing puck is loose in the slot. There's 5 players around here. Schweitzer, and a save made again. And we'll watch the replay, and from the angle that we're going to show you too, and even if you watch it from the main angle, how many Capitals players are on the screen. There's 3, 4, 5 different guys before the second Sioux Falls player comes in. And Cargan made the save. The Capitals will take was it the Flyers? I believe that maybe took the timeout. Either way, there was a timeout. Watching that replay again, just all the Capital players right there. Everybody was looking for an empty net goal for Sioux Falls, and 5 different of the 6 players were in the screen. All 6 of them were in the screen, but all 5 of them were right there in front, and Cargan made a big save.
He's made some big plays in the last 8 minutes of this period. When the Oahe Capitals really need one, Cargan has been there.
And coming,
you get a South Dakota player of the game, and he's making a bid at the end of this game.
It'll be hard to go against maybe Hayden Hansen in a hat trick, but Cargan has made 25 saves on 27 chances. By the way, listen to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. As we're just past 2 o'clock, our next game will start at 2:30, scheduled for 2:30. But we'll see how we can maybe make that, if they're going to be able to start at 2:30.
I don't think so.
You got at least 23 minutes nonstop that you got to get to. 1:58 to go. 6 on 5. Capitals, they will not win the faceoff. They need 3 goals. This will be sent all the way down. And this will be iced by Sioux Falls East. And again, by the way, too, that with a 3-goal lead, you're really not worried so much about if you're going to keep icing the puck or not. You can shoot as much as you want, because a 3-goal lead, once it's a 1-goal game, then you kind of want to just get the puck out of the zone. But right now, you're probably just saying, hey, go shoot for the empty net if you're Sioux Falls East. Here's Brecken Furman, sends it to the net, tried to tip it with Schweitzer, but it was knocked away by Broderick Rothrock. Here in the corner, going to move it around here to the near side is Beckett off the glass. It is Aiden Beam. He gets shoved out of the ice from Ryan Fenton. It is cleared out of the zone with 1:25 remaining here in the third period. It's 6 on 5. Lukey at the bench. This is iced by the Capitals, so that will put Lukey out on the ice.
He doesn't look like he's ready there. Now he does. He didn't look like he was paying attention.
He was looking. He said, well,
I don't need to go back out.
I don't need to go out there, but yeah, you need to go out there for the potential, or with the face-off in your own zone.
And he will be racing to the bench as soon as the Oahe Capitals are able to get it down the ice.
Face-off. There's a shot attempt. It will go in front of Lukey. Down to 1:12 to go here in this. There's a penalty coming up against Sioux Falls East. So now Dodson will move it up the ice. They try to give it away to Sioux Falls East, and it will be touched by Fenton. And it will be a Fenton penalty with 1:03 to go. I think it was Fenton penalty.
Dodson doing the smart play there. Let him touch it. They need the puck right now. And Fenton is going to the locker room.
It was Fenton, which is his 3rd penalty.
Yep, that's it. He had the first one of the game.
And so it will be another power play. It will just be 5 on 4. They will send another man in the penalty box to serve the penalty, which is Henrik Corton. The face-off will be to the left of Cargan. 7th to make that the 6th power play. Excuse me, 7th power play. There's a roughing call against Fenton with 1:03 to go. And this face-off is going to be controlled by Sioux Falls East. They'll send it all the way down. Again, there is no icing at this point. They can really shoot for the empty net. It is 6 on 4. As this pass will go up ahead, it'll be sent back down, and that one will just barely miss. And again, no icing. Brecken Furman behind the net. His pass goes up ahead for Schweitzer. Goes back to Beckett Rothrock, who will send it back down the ice. Dodson with 33 to go. This Capitals team, they came in as a number 6 seed, but will go 0-2. They had a 3-0 lead on Yankton yesterday. They took and scored the first goal as Keller Shaw will get on the ice. A couple of seniors getting on the ice here. I believe almost all seniors except for Logan Anderson and Schweitzer. As this will be Dodson back in the offensive zone. That shot is blocked with 10 seconds. This will be into the corner. So now the team that has scored first is 0-5 here in the state tournament. Dodson gets pushed away from the puck, and that will take care of the game, and the Capitals will fall 5-2 and will be eliminated for the state tournament. And we will step aside and come back with our South Dakota Hockey Player of the Game as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams
and we emphasize just not doing anything dumb today and just having fun.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. Just having fun, and that's what you guys are going to do. You're going to play one more time. You had a hat trick today. Talk about your teammates that helped you out.
I can't thank them enough for finding me those back doors. I really appreciated them all year.
Well, Hayden Hansen, you play one more.
As it is Hayden Hansen who was our player of the game. It is a 5-2 final for Sioux Falls East over the Oahe Capitals, as it is the Sioux Falls East Flyers that will advance to tomorrow's Consolation Championship. The 2 seed is on the Consolation Championship after falling 4-2 yesterday. They come back and win 5-2 and advance the Consolation title game against the winner of our next game, which is Watertown and Sioux Falls West. That'll be coming up at 2:30, and we'll be on the air maybe just a little after 2:15, maybe closer to 2:20. We'll be on the air for our second game of the day, as we'll be just a bit behind for that second game to start, as there'll be a total of, for sure, 23 minutes before we get that game underway, and we're already at 2:10 right now. So that'll wrap up game number 1. It is a 5-2 win, as Hayden Hansen got the hat trick to help the Sioux Falls Flyers. His last goal ends up being the game-winning goal. Aiden Beam got the first goal of the game. Hanson scored the next 3 going into the second period. Beckett Rothrock made it 4-1. Beam got his second goal to make it 4-2, and then Thatcher May closed it out with an unassisted goal to make it a 5-2 win for Sioux Falls East over the Hawaii Capitals. We will step aside. We'll come back into the second game coming up, 2:15, right around 2:15 for coverage, maybe closer again to 2:20 for coverage of the Sioux Falls West Flyers and the Watertown Lakers with a 2:30 start time. We will be back at around 2:20 as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, The Field House, Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenex, Stulkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, River Bottom Sanitation, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Technical College, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank. Join us all weekend for more state tournament hockey action on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting, Central South Dakota's sports leader.